The SHOT Show in Las Vegas isn't just a trade show. For gun owners, it's our Super Bowl. These 4 days each January are when the industry drops its biggest announcements. And this year's slate isn't for the faint of heart. I'm talking about factory pistols with ported slides, lever actions built around pistol cartridges, and even roller-delayed PDWs coming out of left field. That's right, the sort of home-built custom jobs folks used to dream about are now shipping out of big manufacturers. As someone who lives and breathes guns, I see a clear fork in the road. Keep carrying what worked in 2015, or embrace new technology that makes you faster, flatter, and more efficient. If you carry for defense, compete in USPSA, or just want a truck gun that won't beat you up, these new releases could change the game. In the next few minutes, we'll break down 7 of the wildest guns revealed for the 2026 show. We'll talk about why they matter, where they fit in real-world scenarios, and whether the hype is justified. So grab a cup of coffee and let's talk guns. Because if you're serious about protecting your home and enjoying your rights, you'll want to hear about these. SIG P320 MOD. A few years ago, compensated pistols were the realm of open division shooters and Instagram flexes. SIG has decided to change that. The P320 MOD Max Off-Duty is essentially a compact 9mm with a built-in compensator and a long list of race gun features. Guns America's hands-on review notes that the pistol uses a 3.9-inch barrel with a 2-port slide integrated compensator to keep recoil low and the muzzle flat. That compensator isn't threaded on. It's part of the slide, so holster fit stays standard. The slide is optic ready and ships with an enclosed red dot that co-witnesses with a backup tritium sight. SIG also worked with world champion Max Michel to tune the controls. There's a flat-face trigger with a clean break, a Springer Precision magazine catch, a removable magwell, and a grip weight. The result is a pistol that feels like a crossover between duty gun and competition blaster. In Athlon's review, author Mike Detty points out that the MOD has a pair of ports at the front of its full-length slide, creating an expansion chamber that vents gas upward and drives the muzzle down. It ships with SIG's X-Series grip module, featuring a full-length dust cover and accessory rail. Out of the box, you get an extended magazine release, removable magwell and grip weight for recoil dampening. Why does this matter? Because compensators have historically been aftermarket add-ons, often requiring tuning and special ammo. SIG's integrated approach gives carry and duty shooters a flatter shooting gun without sacrificing reliability. The pistol is part of SIG's off-duty program aimed at law enforcement and military personnel, so it arrives with input from people who actually use guns to protect lives. Add 3 21-round magazines, and you've got a package that feels like a tuned race gun, but still fits into a standard holster. The P320 MOD shifts the conversation. Compensated carry guns aren't a fad. They're going mainstream. If you compete on weekends and carry during the week, this one should be on your radar. Glock Gen 6 series. For 4 decades, Glock has been the Toyota Hilux of handguns. Boringly reliable, seldom updated, and universally trusted. That's why the arrival of Gen 6 is such a big deal. Glock's own press release makes it clear that this generation isn't a gimmick. It's a response to user feedback. Announced December 6th, 2025, and slated to hit shelves January 20th, 2026. The new line includes the G17 Gen 6, G19 Gen 6, and G45 Gen 6. They all share a purpose-built ergonomic frame with a palm swell, extended thumb rest, and enlarged beaver tail. One of the biggest changes is texture. Glock developed an RTF6 grip pattern that blends 2 textures for increased coverage. Slide serrations are cut deeper for a better grip, while the slide stop lever gains an enlarged border. The flat-face trigger, a first for factory Glocks, remains paired with the familiar safe action system, but an undercut trigger guard and reduced frame-to-trigger distance allow a higher, more comfortable grip. Every standard frame Gen 6 model arrives optic-ready with a new mounting system that uses 3 plates, so you don't need to buy additional adapters. What's the wild part? It's less about a single feature and more about Glock changing it all. The company built its reputation on incremental updates. Finger grooves here, accessory rail there. Gen 6 is the biggest ergonomic overhaul since the SF series. The new beaver tail and palm swell mean the gun locks into your hand, more like a 1911. Deep slide serrations and revised slide-stop lever show that even Glock acknowledges the need for better manipulation under stress. The optic mounting system signals that red dot pistols are no longer a niche, they're standard equipment. Glock's CEO even notes that the company isn't chasing trends. It's just refining perfection. For anyone who carries a Glock daily, that refinement translates into better control, faster sight picture, and an easier transition to optics. And because these pistols stick to 9mm, your existing magazines still work. Evolution? Sure. But after 40 years of the same feel, evolution feels wild enough. SIG Sauer, MCX Spear Civilian. 177 SIG Fury. The U.S. Army's next-generation squad weapon program was a game-changer, and SIG Sauer's XM7 submission spawned the MCX Spear. Now, civilians can buy a near-identical rifle. Gunsweek's report describes the MCX Spear as the civilian-grade version of the rifle SIG submitted to the NGSW trials. It's chambered for .277 SIG Fury, also known as 6.8 by 51mm, a hybrid two-piece case rated to handle 80,000 pounds per square inch of chamber pressure. That high pressure translates into velocities comparable to 7.62 by 51mm with less recoil. And it's why the Army chose it. What makes this rifle special is modularity. The MCX Spear has a quick caliber conversion system that lets you swap barrels to 7.62 by 51mm NATO, or 6.5 Creedmoor. The civilian model retains a side-folding, 6-position adjustable stock and a 13-inch chrome moly barrel with a 1-in-7 twist. It's gas piston operated with a 2-position adjustable valve for suppressor use. Feeding from proprietary 20-round translucent magazines, the rifle comes with 2 boxes of .277 SIG Fury ammo. This isn't just a hunting rifle, it's a glimpse into the future of small arms. The hybrid case design allows higher pressures than standard brass, giving you 308 level ballistics in a package. That feels like a 5.56. The side-folding stock makes it compact enough for truck carry or patrol duty, while the adjustable gas block ensures reliable cycling with or without a suppressor. And because the platform is an MCX at heart, the lower receiver accepts AR pattern triggers and accessories. Bringing the military's newest rifle caliber to civilians is a bold move. If you're a ballistic nerd or simply want the latest tech, the MCX Spear offers an unparalleled blend of power and adaptability. Ruger Marlin 1894. Trapper 10mm. Lever action meets modern pistol power. Lever guns evoke campfires and cowboy hats, but Ruger's acquisition of Marlin has breathed new life into the platform. In November 2025, the company announced a 10mm variant of the classic Model 1894 Trapper. Shooting Illustrated's report notes that Ruger, in conjunction with Marlin, launched the compact carbine using a cold hammer-forged 16-inch barrel with a stainless satin finish. Receiver-mounted Skinner sights extend the sight radius, and the fire control system has been redesigned. The sear is e-nickel Teflon plated, and the hammer geometry has been revised to eliminate trigger flop. Why 10mm? Because the rimless pistol cartridge packs a wallop for bear defense or home protection without the recoil of .44 Magnum. Designing a lever gun around a rimless cartridge is tricky. Lever actions typically use rimmed cases. Ruger partnered with Hornady to tailor a 150-grain FTX lever evolution load that feeds smoothly in a tubular magazine. The polymer tip of the FTX bullet makes it safe to stack in a tube and also works in 10mm revolvers. This wild entry isn't about capacity or rails. It's about blending old and new. You get a short, quick-handling rifle that carries like a lever gun but hits like a modern pistol caliber. At 16 inches, the barrel squeezes out every bit of velocity from 10mm, and the stainless finish stands up to rain and snow. The upgraded trigger means your shots break cleanly when adrenaline is high. Whether you're hiking in the mountains or defending a rural homestead, the 10mm Trapper offers reliability and stopping power in a package that fits behind a truck seat. It proves that lever guns aren't stuck in the past. They're evolving with the times. There you have it. 7 guns that signal where our industry is headed. A parts maker becoming a firearm manufacturer. Compensated carry guns going mainstream. The biggest Glock overhaul in years. Military cartridges in civilian rifles. Lever guns chambered in pistol rounds. A PCC that takes your Glock mags. And a resurgence of roller-delayed magic. Each entry isn't just cool on paper, it solves a real-world problem or scratches a very specific itch. Whether you're protecting your family, chasing your next trophy, or simply chasing faster splits on the range, these releases prove that innovation is alive and well in the gun world. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives. And let me know in the comments which of these wild guns you're most excited about. And if you can't get enough gun talk, stick around. There's always another review or showdown waiting for you.